Hey everybody, Gray here from the Gamer Show. And over on the Gray Plays live stream channel, we've been having a blast playing Satisfactory. We even started completely over from scratch because we just having so much fun. And I thought, I should do a how to play video on Satisfactory for the Gamer Show channel. So here I am, and let's go ahead and get started here. I'll do new game. You can see there's 4 different areas you can spawn in, and there is a description for each, but I'm going to choose the grass fields. It's a great place for first-time players, and although all of these areas are good, but in any case, let's go ahead and select this one, and I'm going to call this one How to Play Factory. Satisfactory. I'll just say Factory. I'm going to make it private because I don't want anybody joining me right now as I'm making this video. And you know what? I'm going to skip the intro. I'll put the intro, the built-in tutorial intro, I'll put that at the end of this video. So if you want to watch that, you can skip ahead to that point. But I think probably if you're looking at buying this game, or you're looking at, or maybe you got the game and you're kind of stuck, I think it'd be better to actually watch somebody play than listen to the tutorial. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to skip the tutorial and we'll go ahead and start. Okay, here we are in the game, and I'll tell you, it is a good-looking game, and it runs really well too. So the first thing we got to do is we got to find where the iron ore is. And so I'm going to press and hold the V button, and I'm going to scan for iron ore. And while it's scanning, we should start to see returns. Okay, you can see there's a whole bunch everywhere, but the closest is over there, between 183 and 200 meters that way. Now, before we go anywhere, I want to press the tab key, and I want to take this zapper, the Xeno zapper, and put it in my hand, because next to each one of these areas of resources, there will usually be alien wildlife that do not want you to have the resources, so you'll have to zap them. But in any case, one other key I want to show you here, that was tab. Let's take a look at the Q key, and this is our build menu. And one of the things we're going to have to build to get started is the hub. So we'll do that, but we're going to put it next to the materials, okay? Next to the ore. So with that said, let's go ahead and hold V again. We'll do iron ore. Now, if you just tap V, it'll do whatever you selected last. And so now I'm going to press W to go forward, and I'm going to tap the Shift key to go faster. Oh, and you know what? I want to stop over here and show you these guys. These are barrel nuts. Now these, I'm going to pick them up using E. These help you regenerate health. So if you get low on health because you get attacked by some creature, picking those up and eating them will help you restore your health. Now, my shift key is set as a toggle, but by default, you have to hold it to run. And so let me just tap V again. Okay, and here we go. Almost there. And let's look. Are there any creatures here? There usually is. Yep, there's one over there. I see it. How about over here? All right, well, let's go ahead and get this going. He sees me. Now, I like to take on these guys like a bull, where you let them run at you and then you dodge to the side. I think it's 4 hits with this one. There we go. And now we can pick up his carapace. All right, let's grab that. And I thought I saw another one over there. There's one way, way over there. I see him. Does he see me? Yep, he sees me now. Why is he running away? Come on, boy. Come on, come and get me. Sometimes they'll stop right before they get to you. Yeah, like that. And I think one more hit will do him in. There we go. Okay, good. Now you can see my health is down a little bit. Let me hit the tab key, and I will put these barrel nuts in my hands and escape, and I'll eat them. You got to be careful. It will let you eat more than you need, so that kind of wastes it. And you can see this creature walking here. He's harmless. You don't have to worry about those guys. All right, good. So now let me do tab again and put my weapon back in my hand. And now we can see, ooh, we got some other type of resources here. This is limestone. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hold E to kind of chop off this node that's on top of the limestone deposit. And I'll go ahead and speed up the video. Excellent. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that for the others as well. And I'll speed up the video here because you don't have to watch me do this. All right, so now I've cleared those resource areas off. Now I'm going to go tab, and you can see I've picked up some iron ore, I've picked up some limestone, and now I want to put some of these portable miners down to collect resources for me. So let's go ahead and put that one there. Matter of fact, I'm going to put 2 here just to keep them close together. And now let's go put at least 1 over there on the limestone. Excellent. And now I'd like to find copper. Let's see here. V, copper, scan. Hopefully there's some close by. Ooh, 100 meters that way. Okay, let's make sure we put our zapper in our hand. It looks like 100 meters was the closest. All right, let's go over there and see if we can find it. And so we're going to take this ore and make ingots out of it. All right, we're going to be careful. I think this is a long way down. Now you see these bushes here? I'm going to start collecting these by pressing E because that's what I'm going to use for power early on in the game. Leaves and bushes and wood and flowers, all this stuff you can pick up on the ground here. So as I walk around that hole in the ground, be careful too. Let me press a V again to see if I'm going in the right direction. Yeah, I am. Okay, there's usually a baddie. Yep, I see him over there. So just 1 or 2. It's another advantage of clearing away the leaves is you can actually see the baddies better. Come on, boy. Looks like he may be stuck. Oh, I just freed him. One more, I think. Here we go. Nice. It's good to listen because sometimes you'll hear them growling if they're in the leaves or bushes. Okay, let's press tab and put one of our portable miners down here. Excellent. And I'll put my zapper back in my hands. And now let me run back to my ore deposit. Okay, on the way back to the ore, I came by my limestone, so I'm going to press E, and I'm going to take it. It has 45. Once it gets to 100, it'll stop. But I'm going to grab the 40 some odd pieces that are in it, so I'll keep going. And I didn't put any miners there. They're both over here. Let's grab some of these bushes and leaves while we're running by. Okay, 61 out of that one. 59 out of that one. So now I'm going to put down my hub, and I'm just going to put it here locally. Eventually, I'll build everything on a concrete foundation as soon as I unlock it. But for now, let me go ahead and press Q, and I'll press the hub. And we have the resources. We start the game with the resources for this. I think I'll put it like that. Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. We have a crafting bench. I can use this to manually. Ooh, you know what? I heard the shuttle come down. This is where we put the materials that the corporation wants, and by loading it up and sending it back up into space, we unlock new items to build. Okay, great. Let's see here. So the crafting bench, I can manually craft some iron and some copper, as well as make some concrete. But, that's why I want to have machines do that. Now, over here at the terminal, this is where I can start looking at unlocking. For instance, the first one is base building. And I can unlock all these foundations and walls and all this stuff. Now to do that, though, I need to give it this many materials. I'm not going to give it anything yet, but I am going to select the milestone. And you can see it'll be up here, so I'll know how much I need to make. So let's escape out of that. We also get this handy dandy storage box. So if we want to store something in here to access later, we can do that. And with that said, let me go ahead and see if I have enough. Grab that, clear that out of the way. Let's see if I have enough materials to stop building. I think the first thing I'd like to build is mines. So let's go here and we go to the miner. And I think I have 4 places I want to put mines. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that adds it to my to-do list. And I already have the portable miners. They're on each of the locations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit escape and let's go take a look. Now these miners, unlike the portable ones, will require electricity. So let me go over to the portable mines here. I'm going to press E. I'm going to grab the whole thing. Do it again. Grab the whole thing. And now let's go ahead and place, press Q. I'll select miner and I want to point it over there. Okay. So once I bring power to that, it'll stop mining. Okay. Let me run over here and I'll do the same to this guy. Miner. Boom. Point the output over here. Excellent. Come over here. Pick up this guy. And now let's put a miner in its place. Now, one of the things you can do is you can hotkey things. So if I want the hotkey miner, you can see at the bottom of my screen I have 1 is power pole, 2 is wire, 3 is conveyor, and 4 is a conveyor pole. I can hotkey other things. So if I wanted to, I could press Q. Let me press it again. And then I could go to the miner. And if I wanted to, I could hotkey that to number 5. And escape. Okay, so now we need some power here. So first off, I have 2 biomass burners built into my hub, and that'll last me for a little while anyways. Eventually I'll need to build more, and then I'll want to unlock coal and oil, and if you're really into it, you could do nuclear as well. I've beat the game without doing any nuclear, but if you want to do that and have fun doing it, go for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press 2 for wire. I'm going to click the wire to here, which will automatically put a power pole up. And I'm going to do the same for this guy. These poles only can take 4 connections. So whenever possible, I like to put a pole up because those 4 connections go fast. So I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to put a pole over here. And then I'll click and click to connect it. And I'll come over here and put in another pole. And then I'll click and click. Click again. One last pole. I know I got to run out to the copper and do that too, but for now we'll just do these 3. Click and click. Good. Okay, great. Now we just need some power. So now I could put the leaves directly in here, right? And start running it. Or I could put the wood in there, I could put the flowers in there, but they burn too fast. They don't burn very efficiently. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go over here to the crafting bench. And I'm going to craft the leaves into biomass. That burns a lot slower. Okay, I'll just take a second here. And done. I'm going to do the same thing with the wood. Make biomass out of that. And now, that's all I can do. Eventually, you'll be able to turn it into wood. But for now, let me split that in half. And I'm going to escape. And you know what? I probably don't have to run both of them. Let's see. If I look here, you can see max consumption of my 3 miners is 15 megawatts, right? This biomass burner, just one of them, can do 20 megawatts. So I'm good with just one for 4 miners. So let me just go ahead and do that. I'll put some of my biomass in. And there it goes. And now you can see my miners, the stack light there is green because they're mining. So now I'll have lots of raw materials. Now, what do I want to do? I want to take those raw materials and make product out of them, right? So and again, we're just going to put this together quickly, and eventually I'd move this all onto a foundation. But to get started, we want to put it to work. Now I do always raise these up so I can run under them. If you have hundreds of these and you have to keep jumping over the conveyors, it gets old quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this to a constructor. So let's go here, press the Q key, constructor, and we'll put one right there. And what this is going to do is this is going to turn my raw limestone in the concrete. So let me go ahead and press the number 3, click, click to connect the two. And now this may actually take too much power. The recipe will be concrete, 4 megawatts. Well, I'll be right on the edge, right? So let's do a 2, click, click, and now he's making concrete. What you'll find, most of these machines will store up to 100 internally. So instead of me having to make this in the crafting bench myself, I have a machine doing it. Now with ore, right, we first have to put it through a smelter. Okay, so I have my 2 miners right there. So let me put in a couple of smelters. Do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough for one. I'll just put it there. And I'll put a second one there. Try to line it up with that green line there. Boom. Excellent. Now these are going to throw me way off. What do these take? Well, these are both going to be irons. Let me set them both to iron. And these take 4 megawatts each. So if I try to connect these, you're going to see the power is going to trip. Put a line here. Now listen, as soon as I connect it, it didn't trip. Why did it trip? Well, because there's nothing for it to do. You can see capacity, consumption. Well, as soon as you max consumption 23, right? That's my potential consumption. This is what I'm consuming right now. As soon as matter of fact, I could manually put it in there. Yeah, see, I tripped it, right? So, oh, that's another thing too. I want to show you. Let me escape out of here. If you press the O key, you get the both your mail inbox, you get tutorials, you get information on recipes. If you want to know more about these things, so a lot of good information in the codex, or if you press the O key. All right. So let me get that second biomass burner running. Put some in there, and now we'll start her back up. There we go. So now you can see consumption is 23, capacity is 40. Excellent. All right, so now time to run. Well, you know what? Let's put him to work. We'll manually load some in there, and let's run. Number 2, click, 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 and click. All right. So they're working. I manually loaded them, but I really want to automatically load them. So let's get the conveyors going. Again, I always like to come out of the device and go up at least 1 level. Now, if you have trucks, when you unlock trucks, you'll want to go up 2 levels because the truck can't get under 1. But I don't plan on leaving these guys here. And once I get my foundations unlocked, whoops, that's too close. Let's see here. Again, I'm pressing 3 to select conveyor. And then click. Click. Okay. Click. 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 Excellent. So now, if I climb up, these things should have ladders on them somewhere. There we go. Let's climb up there. And we can see the raw ore coming out of the miners and going into the furnaces. Now, what's next, right? Well, we want to make things out of the iron ingots that it's creating. So now we'll put a couple of constructors here on the output. Let me clear this list. I'm not doing that anymore. Let's see, constructor. Line it up with the green line there. And we'll line this guy up too. Best I can. The constructors are wider than the smelters, so they're not always going to be able to be lined up perfectly. And that might be, let's see here. Yeah, when you have 100 of these lined up next to each other, it's nice to be able to run underneath them. It really is. Jumping gets old fast. All right, so here we'll make iron rods. And over here we will make iron plates, because we're going to need both of them for the base building milestone, but also just to build more stuff, right? So let me do this too. Click, click, here, click and click to wire it up, click and click. Excellent. Okay, so now what I could do is, if I have the materials, I could take the output of these and put it in a storage container. Let me press Q. We'll go to organization, storage container. I like to hotkey that to 7. That's just my personal preference here. And we'll put one there. Come over here. Up with each other. Get all the green lines going. 3 for a conveyor. This happens sometimes. So if you can't, if it snaps it and you can't get your support there, what you can do is you can press 4 and put the support in manually. Up 1. See, that's too close. It won't let me go down. It's okay. We'll move these out a little bit. F to dismantle, and I'll press and hold the mouse button. Okay. Green lines line everything up. Now, do 7 again. We want to make sure we get the inlet lined up. Stinks when you put things in backwards and you got to take them down again. Try to line them up with each other and with the machine. There we go. Let's see if that works. 3, click, and connect those 2 together. And now over here we see iron plates coming into, press E for the storage container. See they're building up quickly. And over here I have my iron rods. Eventually you'll want to make more iron rods so you can make screws, because screws are needed for a lot of things. So you would have iron rods, and then a second constructor taking the iron rods and making screws out of them. Now what I typically do is I leave enough room for 6 smelters per miner. Now the Mark 1 miner, typically 3 smelters is good, but when you get up to miner Mark 2 and you get conveyor belts 3 and 4, then I've been able to feed 6 of them no problem. You can see here, just feeding 1 smelter, you can see it's kind of backing up. Eventually the miners will stop and take a break because they have no more internal storage. So we can take a look at that. Press E. See, it's already at 48. If it was at 100, it would stop and take a break. Get that yellow, and it wouldn't start up again until it could have some space to, mine some more ore. All right, so we need 100, 100, 200. Now we did not put a storage container on the output of this guy. So if it gets to 100, I think it's 100. Some of these can be 200, some of them can be 500. So it really depends. But in any case, you can see here again, I could probably feed more than 1 constructor with this 1 mine. Okay. But for now, I think that the last thing I want to do here before we unlock the milestone is go set up the miner for the copper, because you need copper, right? So let's go to production. I'm going to add this to my to-do list, make sure I have enough of everything. Yep. And there is a portable miner already over there. And this time I'll try to avoid almost dying in the bottomless pit. Let me do V, copper, to see where it is. Okay, there is a, let me grab these 2 while I'm doing this. There is a beacon object that you can make and put down on the ground. Oh, here is some pale berries. These are also good to eat. So the beacons, like if you find a spot and you want to remember where it is, the beacons are great for that. All right, let me do E. I'll pick it up. Back up a little bit. Q, or I think I hotkeyed it to 5, right? And now let me point it over to my base. There we go. I'll press 3. We'll run some conveyors out of it. I don't have a lot of sheets, so yeah, I'm not going to be able to do much with conveyors. And I do need to run power. So 2, click, and yeah, out of concrete. So let me grab up as I go back. I'll grab up some more fuel. Try not to fall in that. Try not to fall in that bottomless pit. Let's see how we're doing. 58 there, 44 there. Those are doing pretty good. Let's see. Let's come down here and see how many rods do we have. 78. We're getting close to 100. Go ahead and grab those out. 91. So we just need a few more. How about plates? So we already have 100. Good. Let's go check on the limestone, or I should say on the concrete. Oh, you can see it's yellow. Oh, it went green again. See if it stops at 100. Oh, you see it's a little starved there for material. I just happen to have a bunch on hand, so let me throw what I have in there. It'll only take 100 in, but it looks like it'll take more than 100 out. So it's going to store maybe up to 500, maybe up to 200. We'll have to see. So let's go check the iron rods again. These look like pipes to me, but they're not pipes. There is a object in the game that actually is pipes. So let's take these over to the terminal. And we'll We'll drop in our sheets. We'll drop in our rods. So now we're just waiting on the concrete. So you know what? I'm going to make some concrete manually here while we wait. I still had some limestone on me, so I can make some manually using the crafting bench. And there's also a workshop you can build, which allows you to make other things like the beacons I was talking about, or the miners, the portable miners and whatnot. Okay, well, that's much as I was able to make. So we'll deposit that there. Okay, so now I'm just waiting. I need 176. I got 116. Put that in there. And it's not unusual to put your guy in a safe place and let the system run. You know, when you step away, right? So you can, a safe place is usually up here. It's pretty safe. I don't know of any of the creatures that will attack you here. Now, if one of those fire-breathing creatures sees you, they can shoot you up here. But we have not found any yet, so they shouldn't have our scent, so they shouldn't come and get us. I also think if you go inside the hub, right, you'll be pretty safe in here. I don't think they come in here. Okay. So and then you can just walk away and leave your system running, and it'll keep making and making stuff until you run out of power. So we're just waiting on that concrete. You know what I could do, though, while I'm waiting? I can craft some more biomass, because I am going to be needing that. And once that's done, I'll do the same thing for the wood, and then I'll top off the biomass burners. And then once we unlock the milestone, we'll be able to build concrete, and I can stop building. I like to build up above the forest, so I can build a big, massive factory floor and have room to expand in all directions. I know that's not for everybody. I'm just right-clicking here to split them and fill them up. Excellent. But yeah, I like to get up above the trees. Sometimes you cut down the trees once you get the chainsaw and they'll respawn. So I like to get above the trees with a ramp and then some concrete foundations, and then I just have a big flat area to work on. So let's see where we are here. Okay, I'll grab those. I'll grab these. We'll need these to build our conveyor over from the copper. And now let's see how we're doing here. 34. I can't see how many I need. Oh, I need some more. Let me see if I can do some manual mining too. It's not fast, but it's better than nothing. Now you can see there it says impure, right? So each resource area is going to have a rating. Impure is, I think, probably the worst, right? So the miner will only generate X number of limestone pieces per second. If this was a pure instead of impure, then it would produce more per second. So you may find you have all your materials running to your base. You may find, hey, some of the constructors are doing great and some of them are starved for materials. And that's probably because some of your miners are on pure and some of your miners are on impure. Let's go ahead and make some more concrete here. Looks like I need 59. Well, put that in there. All right, 184. I need 16 more. Let's see how this guy's doing. Oh yeah, 17. I should be in good shape. All right, let's put it in and we'll watch the ship take off. Excellent. Here we go. Press the button.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview. Building these will provide a grid for more advanced organizing and sectioning of your factory.
All right, there he goes. So we'll have another. I can actually select it now, the next milestone. I just can't put anything in because the pod isn't here. So the next one will be logistics. I'll unlock these. These are great. The splitters and merges are awesome. So I'll go ahead and select that. And then we'll have to wait. This one isn't going to take very long to come back. You can see it's only 1 minute and so many seconds. So, but in any case, with that, the next thing I would do is I'd run my copper over here. I'd run power to it, and then run the copper over here. And at some point, I'm going to have to build more biomass burners here under power. Build more of those, and I'll be running around getting lots of leaves and turning them into biomass, Matter of fact, you can even make a container to put all the leaves in and then run it to a constructor to make the biomass for you. And but you still, with these biomass burners, you have to feed them manually. So that's the downside there. So you keep doing that. You keep building. You keep expanding until you get coal, and then you pretty much have an endless supply of with coal and with oil. You'll have an endless supply of electricity. And again, like I said, Q here. Well, I can hear the guy coming back. You can go now to foundations. You can see now I have foundations. And you can see these take, this is one I usually pin to number 5. And I pin this guy to number 6 typically. And yeah, I need a lot more concrete to build him. But once I have
Milestone
him,
exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
he's back. So then what I'll do is I'll just build a ramp. Oh, it's in the ground. Well, let's do 5. Put in a foundation. I like to connect everything to the same foundation, so it's always lined up with it. So let me do 6 now. And I'll use the mouse wheel here. There we go. Now there is a zoom feature you can turn on with R, so you can build more than one at a time. Oops, I don't have enough materials to do all 10. Right, so let me escape there. Oh, I need some more concrete. All right, and then I can make this ramp, and I can put a floor up here. Use the mouse wheel to turn it, and I can start going in either direction. I'll need a lot more concrete, but then I'll build my entire plant up here above the ground, so it's all flat. There's no trees in the way, no leaves, and you know, you can just go ahead and build, build, build. And with that, I think I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully that was helpful. You get an idea how the game works, and if you have any questions, of course, put them in the comments below. And if you want to see the built-in tutorial that you will walk through when you buy the game and you start your new game, and if you don't skip like I did, then I'll attach that now so you can watch that. And with that, I want to wish you guys a great day. If you want to watch us, we're live streaming now over on Gray Plays. That channel, there's a link to it from this channel. And I just want to wish you guys all a very happy, safe, and healthy week. And until next time, my friends, peace.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fix-It Incorporated. Fix-It Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis. Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized. Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%. Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed. Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations. Note: objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective: please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. All important Fixit data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps. Second objective: please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xenozapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: according to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats. Third objective: please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives. Fourth objective: build the hub. Note: to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain, close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress. Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. Fifth objective, complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note, the Craft Bench and Hub Terminal are essential for progression to the next objective. Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Workshop, Equipment Portable Miner, Inventory Additional Slots, Hub Feature Personal Storage. Sixth objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node. Congratulations! You have unlocked Hub feature, Biomass Burner. Scanner feature, Copper. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively. 7th objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 3. Note: connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note: buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice: automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results. Congratulations, you have unlocked Scanner Feature, Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively. 8th objective, complete hub upgrade 4. Note, use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results. so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact. Congratulations, you have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. Ninth objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts. Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Miner Mark 1. Building Storage Container. Hub feature Additional Biomass Burner. 10th objective, complete hub upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes.